Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Swag, and welcome to another episode of the Doctor's Podcasts, where we take a moment to discuss current events for your entertainment. Now, in the past, I didn't give Dark Deception the benefit of a doubt, despite me watching the demo played by Markiplier. But after watching Super Horror Bros' analysis videos of the game, it kinda piqued my interest to me watching gameplay of chapters 1 through 3, with chapter 4 on the way. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I just talked about a game that most of you haven't even heard of. I'm sorry. Now, unless you never heard of it, or at least haven't played it, Dark Deception is a game where you collect crystals called soul shards in a different realm, and after that you collect a piece of an artifact called the Riddle of Heaven, a task given to you by a mysterious woman named Beers. Sounds easy, right? Wrong! Well, wrong in a ironic kind of way. For example, the game mimics the collecting mechanics of Pac-Man. You know, the game that involves a yellow circle being chased by ghosts, but in the realms of Dark Deception, you are chased by monsters of nightmarish proportions. From bloodthirsty monkeys to killer schoolgirls to living statues to as recently as dread duckies and clown gremlins, who have joined the ranks of Pennywise, Killjoy, and John Wayne Gacy. But that's not all. There is another character in the game, an entity named Malik, who is technically the devil incarnate, who is the villain of the game. But he warns of Beers using you. Basically, who can we trust? Which side do we believe? Well, there's a time and place for that, which is all the time and any place. But not now, and not here. Now, we're just going to discuss the upcoming Chapter 4, and my thoughts on this development. Firstly, I saw the trailer of Chapter 4 and even sent Super Horror Bro a link to the video. Which reminds me, Mike, if you're watching this, you're welcome for the link! Anyway, Chapters 2 and Chapters 2 and 3, Chapter 4 will feature two realms. One that might be a hospital with a hostile nurse, and the other possibly a restaurant with deadly animatronics. Now, this is just speculation, but I think Chapter 4 will be a parody of two other popular games. Why do I think of this? Well, we'll start with the nurse. Now, let me ask you a question. Name one game series that features killer nurses. Don't worry, I'll wait for you to think about it. Give up? The correct answer is the Silent Hill series. Now, the nurse that will be featured in Dark Deception might be far different from the nurses of Brookhaven and Alchemilla Hospital. For example, after finishing Chapter 3, a portal opens. We see the image of the enemy in Chapter 4, which is a figure that wears some kind of bag with a red cross. But her design has since then changed. Her original design was going to be her being overweight, kind of obese, and also being on wheels, since she doesn't have feet, so to speak. So my interpretation of the nurse's new design is probably she is going to resemble the nurse from Silent Hill. I guess she would be redesigned in a more slender and maybe sexy style. I can already see the fan art of this character. Oh boy. Moving on to the animatronics, which includes a rabbit, a pig, and a chicken. Now, this just screams Five Nights at Freddy's, who one of the designers, I forgot his name, has a history of designing FNAF fan games, such as the Joy of Creation story mode. My belief is that we might be in a Freddy Fazbear or Chuck E. Cheese style restaurant. Now, as for the symbolism of the two realms, well, here's a little theory. But first, throughout the game, we know that the character of Doug Hauser doesn't have a clean track record. For starters, he left his wife and daughter, who were both bipolar, to pursue other women and riches, which supports the theory that the whole game is set in purgatory. And each realm represents events in Doug's life. So my guess is that the hospital setting would represent either Doug's childhood or where his family was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, as what restaurant theme might just represent Doug's innocence. But we won't know anything until Chapter 4 comes out, and now I want you to share your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think the nurse's new design will look like? What will we expect in Chapter 4? And what new information will be added in Doug's backstory? All this and more will be revealed this year, so be sure to expect Chapter 4. Meanwhile, check out my channel in the meantime. Like me on Facebook and check out my DeviantArt. And remember to subscribe and keep your swag on, and I will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video. Peace!